Alright boys, welcome to day 87 on my journey to making £10,000 a month. Today is Monday and I've already started work. So this morning I've been creating a video ad for my Patreon. So this is going to be published on my Patreon and I also might publish it on my YouTube channel as well. And the idea of it is to get as many people to join the Patreon as possible so I can make money, obviously. But I've literally spent around 2 or 3 hours on this ad and I've really put in a lot of effort, tried to use as much editing skill as possible, and I do believe it's pretty solid. I might post it in the real world and see if anyone has any tips to make it even better, but I'm very happy with how it is. So let's run it now and I'll show you the results of my work this morning.
I 3D printed this impossible working butterfly knife, impossible knife, karambit law, karambit slaughter, $3,000 CS2 knife, an $11,000 CS2 knife, did a $14,000 CS2 knife, $15,000, a $20,000, $1.5 million CS2 knife.
Over the course of my channel, I have 3D printed over 100 CS2 replicas. I've built up the knowledge and skills needed to easily create whatever CS2 item I want. If you are serious about wanting to create your own CS2 skins, or you just want a closer insight into my processes, this Patreon is for you. You'll get access to all my 3D models, video tutorials on painting and constructing your own legendary skins, and even the chance to win one of my own handmade items. I will offer personal support to all Gamma Doppler members who get stuck while making their replicas. Join now. So as you can see, it's very exciting and engaging, and hopefully it pushes a lot of people over the edge to buy the Patreon, get the 3D models, and get to see more content from me. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But I'm going to start my work for my day job now. Kind of taking the piss because it's getting quite late and I still haven't started. So yeah, that's probably going to be all the business for this morning. The only other thing that I did was I made some changes to my CS3D website, and I also sent out an email to a previous customer that I'd done a custom request for. So he'd asked me to create a real version of his exact knife that he had in the game. So I've sent him an email and asked him to write me a testimonial that I can put on the website, because social proof is very important, as I now know. Anyways, I don't know when I'll update you, but it'll be sometime later on. But it's been a good morning.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, I am back from work and I stayed at work pretty late because I wanted to get some stuff done off my checklist for today. There's some things, tasks that have been on there for a long time and they just needed to get done. So they are done. And I'm going to address the elephant in the room, this giant pole. This is my new tripod that I bought. And it's really tall, so it's going to be good for filming the Glock video because I want to get some good camera angles. And the tripod that I'm currently using is awful. It's like plastic and it just falls apart. This is actually solid metal. It's good quality. So yeah. And also I'll probably use it for this channel as well, although it is really heavy and just humongous. So, but you know, big is always better, right guys? Gonna go to the gym now, hit arms. It's 6:10 PM, which is super late because if I go to the gym now, I won't be back until 7:10. And then I'm gonna have to eat dinner, wash up, make my breakfast for tomorrow, and then I've got to go to bed because, yeah, got to get up at 5. And I'm pretty sleep deprived, so it's not looking too good. I may have to get up at 6 tomorrow just so I can get enough sleep. But yeah, today's been successful. I posted my video ad that I made in the morning that I showed you guys, the Patreon ad. Posted that in the real world, but I did it as a YouTube link and that is not allowed, so I've had to re-upload it as a Google Drive link, and hopefully someone will take a look at it. I also sent it to Hazeeb, my editor, and he gave me some tips, so I've already got some stuff to work off. And I mentioned that I sent out that request for a testimonial as well this morning to one of my old customers, and he's already got back to me and sent me a testimonial, which is really, really good. So, got one from him, and I've been promised one from the wedding gift guy. He should also send me a testimonial, which would be 2, more than enough. And I'll probably put my website just straight back into my YouTube bio and maybe just start getting some sales off residuals because I'm already getting 12,000 views every 2 days on there, just from residuals, and I haven't posted in 6 months. So yeah, that's not bad at all, and I might actually make some sales from that. But the Glock video is going to be the main one. But yeah, I'm in a bit of a rush, so I'm going to cut the clip here, go to the gym, smash out an arm day. Alright boys, it is the end of the day. Had a really good arm session, honestly. It was pretty juicy. Although there was one guy that's pissing me off because he was using the preacher curl machine. Well, I thought he was. Not the machine even. They had one of those pad things where you just have the easy bar. You put it over the machine and do preacher curls, right? This Donny, he said he was using it, and then he literally just did standing up curls the whole time without even using the freaking preacher curl machine. That pissed me off. Anyways, completely irrelevant. Gym was destroyed. Came home, made my dinner, ate it. Unfortunately, we're running hella late tonight because I was at work late, so it is like 9 p.m. right now, and I was actually trying to be as fast as possible at the gym and also while I was cooking my dinner. And while I was cooking my dinner, I was listening to the AI course in the real world, which is actually pretty interesting. How to just jailbreak ChatGPT and make it do whatever you want, and also how to write good prompts. It's actually pretty useful, so might end up integrating some of that into my daily life, because I use ChatGPT quite a bit, to be fair. I was thinking about cycling to the gym because my back's starting to feel better now, but it was so rainy outside, so I was like, nah, hell no, let the back recover a little bit more. Also, I had an interesting conversation with someone today. This is a problem that I'm actually experiencing quite a lot. People just think I'm just a fucking loser because I have no life, and I don't really want to explain to them my entire mindset and why I'm obsessed with money. So, for example, someone asked me today, like, I'm still quite new to the company that I work for, so I'm still trying to get to know people. And he just asked me if I was into football. And I said, no, I've never been into football, to be honest. And he was like, oh, okay, what sports do you play? I actually just go to the gym and I cycle to work. He's like, oh, what do you do then? Like, bro, I work, I make money, and I fucking hit the gym. That is my entire life. I do that every day of the week. But obviously when I say work, he assumes I mean work for my job. So I do just sound like a fat loser, to be honest. And it's really like, I don't want to explain, oh, I'm doing social media and drop shipping and all this shit. It's just, you just sound like a bit of a dickhead, to be honest. So yeah, maybe I need to start thinking of some alternate life to answer when people ask me what do I do with my time. Because sometimes I do answer honestly and just say, I'm just trying to make money and start a business. But yeah, it's a bit of a sticky one, to be honest. I do feel like you get judged quite a lot. And I don't really like talking about it all the time, which is funny because I'm telling the entire internet about this anyway. But yeah, that's about all for the updates for today. Let's spill some wisdom. All right, something I would tell myself. So when I was 17/18, I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's the first ever finance book that I read, and that was the first thing that like changed my entire mindset, right? I didn't watch any YouTube shit, like it all started from that book. And after reading that book, I was then aware of money and aware that you can actually get into that upper class without being born into it. It is actually a skill that you can master. And I naturally, because of the way that book's written, it very much cultivates a scarcity mindset in you have to save and invest all your money. And if you spend money, like that's a sin and you're never going to be able to recover from it. Like if you spend money, you'll never be rich. The best way to get rich is to just live like an absolute poor person and just hold all your money, right? And invest it in the stock market as well, in the stocks. Crypto is not mentioned in that book, obviously. And that book was really useful for opening my eyes, but it created the most insane scarcity mindset that I like for money ever in me. And I literally would just not spend money on fucking anything. Like I was just so tight of my money. And it is not a fun place to be. If any of you are doing that, I really recommend focusing all of that energy on making more money instead of hoarding the money that you've got. And I'll tell you why, there's some very good reasons. First reason is it's just depressing and it's not fun to live your life like that. It does just drag on and you'll feel an increased stress level and almost a really high anxiety when you need to buy something that you actually need. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the relationships with the people you care about. If you're not spending money on the people that you care about, it just makes them think that you don't care about them. Obviously, that's not a great place to be. Like, obviously, you don't want a girlfriend that's a gold digger, right? But it's just kind of a level to it. If you're not willing to buy someone dinner once, or you're not willing to buy someone a good present because you're too like hoarding your money too much, you just seem a bit greedy and you just seem a bit selfish, and it seems like you're not prioritizing that person. And with my ex-girlfriend, I actually got really bad with this. So obviously when I first met her, I was like in school, so money wasn't really an aspect. But as we both grew older, I started to get this real scarcity mindset. I'd never take her out on dates. I'd never buy her shit. I would hate it when it was Christmas or birthday and we'd have to buy each other a present. I used to hate that shit. And I do genuinely think that was actually quite a big factor in the reason the relationship ended up not working out, just because of how obsessed I was with hoarding my money and just not spending it. So guys, I really, really recommend, if any of you are like this, try and change your mindset and think about other ways of building up that investment portfolio. You're doing the right thing by trying to build that portfolio, but do it in other ways. Hoarding is not the way to go. You need to spend your money to live, and you also need to spend your money to make money. Spend as much money as you want, as long as that money that you're spending is bringing in more money. You're still investing. It's just investing, instead of investing in a company, you're investing in your own company, your own ideas. You need to run yourself like a balance sheet. You need to run yourself like a company. All the money I spend, like I just bought this freaking tripod today. Do I believe that'll make me more money? Yes, I do. I think having this tripod is going to allow me to make more money. It's going to take a while, but it will happen. Same goes for this mic. Same goes for the real world. Same goes for freaking Shopify. Like all of these expenses, I'm buying them as investments, and a lot of them aren't going to pay off, but some of them will, and some of them will really help me out. So guys, I really urge you to reevaluate your mindset. If any of you are like hoarding money and getting super obsessive about it, it's going to affect your relationships and it's going to affect your quality of life. So just rethink it maybe and focus that energy onto getting more money. But there you go, that's a little pearl of wisdom that I just threw out off the cuff. It's time for me to go to bed, to be honest. I'm really tired, and I think 6 a.m. is going to be tomorrow's wake up. But thank you for watching. This has been day 87, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 88. Peace.